Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled at the edge of a mystical forest, there lived a young woman named Eleonora. From a young age, Eleonora possessed an insatiable curiosity that led her on countless adventures. Her heart danced to the rhythm of the unknown, and her spirit yearned to unravel the secrets of the world around her. Eleonora's days were filled with whispered whimsies and untold tales. She wandered through the village, her eyes shining with wonder as she listened to the melodies of nature and the rhythmic beats of life. With each beat, her desire to explore grew stronger, like a drum calling her to distant lands and uncharted territories. With a skip in her step and a twinkle in her eye, Eleonora set off on her grandest adventure yet. She ventured into the depths of the enchanted forest, where legends whispered tales of magical creatures and hidden treasures. As she entered the forest's embrace, the rhythm of her heart synchronized with the melodies of nature. The rustling leaves and chirping birds became her companions, guiding her through winding paths and mysterious glades. With every step, Eleonora embraced the unknown, relishing the thrill of discovering what lay beyond the next bend. She danced to the rhythm of the forest, her footsteps echoing in harmony with the ancient trees and the gentle flow of a nearby stream. In her journey, Eleonora encountered mystical beings, each with their own unique rhythm and story to tell. She conversed with wise old owls whose hoots echoed like rhythmic chants, and she danced with playful fairies, their delicate wings fluttering to the rhythm of laughter. Eleonora's adventures were like a symphony, with each encounter adding a new note to the melody of her life. From majestic waterfalls to hidden caves, she embraced the diversity of the natural world, always attuned to the rhythm that permeated every living thing. As Eleonora ventured deeper into the forest, her spirit soared with the melodies of the enchanted realm. She learned to trust her intuition, allowing it to guide her through challenges and obstacles. With each hurdle, her rhythm grew stronger, beating in sync with the heartbeat of the forest itself. And so, Eleonora's rhythmic journey continued, her spirit harmonizing with the melodies of nature, as she embraced the beauty and wonder of the world around her. With each adventure, she danced to the rhythm of life, forever enchanted by the whispered whimsies that shaped her destiny. In a land where time seemed to sway to a mysterious rhythm, Eleonora embarked on another one of her explorations. With a heart full of anticipation, she wandered through meadows and valleys, her footsteps echoing with a rhythmic beat. As the sun began its descent, casting an orange glow upon the landscape, Eleonora's path took an unexpected turn. Through a dense thicket, she stumbled upon a hidden entrance, overgrown with ivy and veiled in shadows. The air seemed to hum with an enigmatic melody, beckoning her forward. Intrigued and undeterred by the unknown, Eleonora stepped through the threshold. As her foot touched the forest floor, a soft melody played on the rustling leaves, like a whispered secret revealed only to her. The rhythm of her heartbeat quickened, in perfect harmony with the ethereal symphony of the abandoned forest. The forest's ancient trees stood tall and proud, their branches swaying gently in time with the breeze. The forest floor, adorned with a vibrant carpet of moss, seemed to pulse with a rhythmic energy, as if it were breathing in tune with Eleonora's every step. With each stride, Eleonora discovered the remnants of forgotten tales. She stumbled upon moss-covered statues of mythical creatures, their forms frozen in an eternal dance. The wind whispered through the hollows, singing a haunting melody that stirred her soul. As she delved deeper into the heart of the abandoned forest, Eleonora encountered remnants of forgotten melodies. Fading echoes of laughter and whispers of ancient voices resonated in the air, evoking a sense of nostalgia and wonder. It was as if the forest itself was a conductor, orchestrating a symphony of memories and dreams. Eleonora followed the winding path, guided by the rhythmic whispers of the forest. She discovered hidden clearings where beams of sunlight danced, creating patterns on the forest floor that matched the cadence of her heartbeat. In those moments, she felt connected to something greater, an unseen conductor guiding her through the intricate composition of the abandoned forest. With each new discovery, Eleanora's rhythm became more attuned to the forest's song. She danced among forgotten relics and listened to the symphony of nature reclaiming its territory. Her footsteps blended seamlessly with the pulse of the forest, a testament to her symbiotic bond with the enchanted realm. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the forest into twilight, Eleonora emerged from the abandoned woods, her spirit forever imprinted with the rhythm of the forgotten melodies. She carried with her the whispers of the forest, knowing that their harmonious dance would forever inspire her own rhythmic journey through life. In the heart of a tranquil village, Eleonora felt a stirring within her soul. It was as if an unseen rhythm called out to her, tugging at her very being. She followed the rhythmic pull, her steps echoing with anticipation. Drawn towards the outskirts of the village, Eleonora found herself standing on the edge of a dense forest, its branches swaying in time with the wind. The forest seemed to vibrate with an enchanting melody, resonating with the rhythm of her heartbeat. Unable to resist the pull any longer, Eleonora took a deep breath and stepped into the forest. The moment her feet touched the ground, the rhythm of her heartbeat merged seamlessly with the natural symphony that surrounded her. The rustling leaves whispered a gentle rhythm, while the chirping birds harmonized in perfect cadence. As Eleonora ventured deeper, the rhythm grew stronger, enveloping her in its spell. Her senses heightened, attuned to the subtle melodies that played throughout the forest. She moved with grace, her steps becoming part of the rhythmic dance that echoed through the ancient trees. With each step, Eleonora discovered hidden wonders that responded to her presence. The flowers bloomed in synchrony with her breath, swaying to the rhythm of her touch. The babbling brooks seemed to sing a melodic lullaby, flowing in rhythm with her footsteps. As the sun filtered through the branches above, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor, Eleonora closed her eyes and let the rhythm guide her. She twirled and swayed, losing herself in the dance of the forest, her body an instrument playing alongside the natural symphony. In this enchanted forest, time lost its hold, and Eleonora became one with the pulsating rhythm that permeated every leaf, every creature, and every whispering wind. She felt a profound connection to the ancient heartbeat of nature resonating within her own core. But as the daylight waned and the night sky emerged, Eleonora knew it was time to leave the forest's embrace. With a bittersweet longing, she bid farewell to the rhythmic sanctuary that had stirred her spirit. Though she returned to the village, Eleonora carried the forest's rhythm within her, forever changed by its enchantment. She shared the tales of her rhythmic journey, inspiring others to seek their own harmonious connection with the world around them. And even as she moved on to new adventures, Eleonora would always remember the forest's rhythmic pull, forever echoing in her heart and guiding her on her whispered whimsies. As Eleonora ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, the rhythmic melodies grew stronger, guiding her path. Her heart fluttered with anticipation as she approached a clearing where a magnificent willow tree stood, its branches gracefully swaying to an invisible rhythm. To her astonishment, the willow tree stirred to life, its branches shifting and extending like arms ready to embrace her. From within the tree, a melodious voice emerged, resonating with the rhythm of the forest. It introduced itself as Willow, the ancient guardian of the woods. In awe, Eleonora approached the wise and gentle Willow, who spoke in a soothing tone that mirrored the tranquil rhythm of the forest. Willow shared ancient stories, revealing secrets that only a few had ever heard. The tree's words were a lyrical dance, painting vivid pictures in Eleonora's mind. Through Willow's tales, Eleonora learned of the forest's history, its connection to the natural rhythms of the world, and the harmony shared between all living beings. Willow's voice carried the wisdom of ages, and its rhythmic cadence sparked a deep understanding within Eleonora's soul. With each word, Eleonora felt herself drawn closer to the rhythms of nature, sensing the ebb and flow of life in every heartbeat. She listened intently as Willow recounted the forest's trials and triumphs, its joys and sorrows, all woven together in a symphony of existence. Embracing the magical connection between herself and Willow, Eleonora shared her own stories, her voice blending harmoniously with the tree's gentle melody. Together, they wove a new chapter in the forest's tale, a testament to the enduring power of rhythm and connection. As their conversation reached its crescendo, Willow bestowed upon Eleonora a gift, a small branch from its magnificent form. The branch pulsed with the same rhythm that coursed through Eleonora's veins, a reminder of their meeting and the profound connection they had forged. With gratitude in her heart, Eleonora bid farewell to Willow, but the lessons and melodies of their encounter remained etched in her memory. As she continued her journey through the forest, she carried the rhythm of Willow's wisdom, ever mindful of the rhythmic dance that connected all living things. And so, Eleonora ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, guided by the rhythmic melodies of the creatures and wonders that awaited her. She would forever cherish the encounter with Willow, the talking tree, and the transformative power of their shared rhythm. As Eleonora stood in the presence of the wise Willow, the ancient tree began to weave a tale that echoed with the rhythm of a bygone era. Willow's voice carried the weight of nostalgia and longing, resonating with the enchanting melodies of the forest. Willow spoke of a time when the forest thrived, bursting with vibrant life and an exuberant rhythm that danced through every leaf and creature. The rhythm of the forest pulsed in perfect harmony with the beating hearts of its inhabitants, creating a symphony that resonated throughout the land. In Willow's story, Eleonora could envision the forest as it once was, an emerald paradise where vibrant flowers swayed to the rhythm of gentle breezes, their petals fluttering like notes on a musical staff. Majestic animals roamed freely, their movements flowing in perfect synchrony with the forest's cadence. The rhythm of the forest echoed in the songs of birds, their melodies interweaving harmoniously with the rustling leaves and babbling brooks. The creatures of the forest, from tiny insects to mighty creatures, moved with a graceful elegance, their steps blending seamlessly with the natural rhythm that embraced them. Willow's words painted a vivid picture of the forest's inhabitants living in harmony, guided by the rhythm of nature. The ancient tree shared stories of celebrations where creatures would gather in a grand orchestra, each playing their part to create an awe-inspiring symphony of life. But as the story unfolded, a shadow fell upon the forest. The rhythm faltered, disrupted by outside forces. Eleonora felt the sorrow in Willow's voice as the ancient tree recounted the gradual fading of the vibrant melodies that once filled the air. The forest's rhythm grew weaker as its inhabitants faced new challenges and struggles. The harmony was disrupted, replaced by a dissonance that permeated the once thriving land. Eleonora's heart ached for the loss and understood the importance of restoring the forest's rhythm. With a resolute tone, Willow expressed hope for the future. The ancient tree believed that the forest's rhythm could be revived, its melodies restored. Willow shared tales of prophecies and whispers that spoke of a chosen one who would reawaken the forest's enchanting rhythm and bring balance back to the land. Inspired by Willow's story, Eleonora felt a newfound determination. She understood her role in the forest's destiny to be the catalyst that would restore the lost rhythm and revive the forest's vibrant symphony. With gratitude and a deep sense of purpose, Eleonora bid farewell to Willow, vowing to embark on a quest to unlock the forest's dormant melodies and bring the rhythm back to its rightful place. She left with a renewed appreciation for the power of rhythm and the profound impact it could have on the world. And so, Eleonora ventured forth, guided by the echoes of the forest's past. Armed with the wisdom of Willow's tale, she set out on a journey to restore the vibrant rhythm that once infused every corner of the enchanted forest, determined to create a new chapter in its enduring story. As Eleonora listened to Willow's melodic voice, the ancient tree revealed the haunting truth that had befallen the once vibrant forest. It was a tale of a curse, a shadow that had cast its grip upon the land, causing it to be abandoned and forgotten. Willow's words wove a somber melody as the story unfolded. Long ago, a powerful sorcerer had set foot in the forest, consumed by a dark desire for control. In his thirst for power, he unleashed a malevolent spell that twisted the natural rhythms of the forest into disarray. The curse, like a discordant note in a symphony, disrupted the harmonious balance that once thrived within the woods. The vibrant melodies became muted, the creatures silenced, and the forest's rhythm faded into a melancholic dirge. Eleonora's heart sank as she realized the extent of the curse's impact. The forest had become a desolate place, shrouded in an eerie silence. Once teeming with life and vibrant energy, it now stood as a mere echo of its former glory. Willow, with a tone filled with longing, described how the curse had driven away the forest's inhabitants. The once playful fairies had vanished, their laughter silenced. Majestic animals had fled, seeking refuge in other realms. The rhythm that once pulsed through the forest had been stifled by the weight of the curse. But in the depths of the sorrowful tale, Willow offered a glimmer of hope. Legends whispered of a prophecy, foretelling the arrival of a chosen one who would venture into the heart of the forest and break the curse that had plagued it for centuries. Eleonora realized that she was the one destined to fulfill this prophecy and restore the forest's lost rhythm. With determination burning in her eyes, Eleonora made a solemn vow to lift the curse that had befallen the abandoned forest. She would traverse treacherous paths, overcome daunting challenges, and embrace the power of rhythm to mend the broken melodies. As she bid farewell to Willow, their voices merged for a fleeting moment, harmonizing in a bittersweet symphony. Eleonora's footsteps took on a resolute beat as she ventured forth, guided by the echoes of Willow's tale. With each rhythmic stride, she grew closer to her destiny, the path that would lead her to break the curse and restore the forest's abandoned rhythm. And so, Eleonora set forth, her heart echoing with determination and the melodies of hope. She would be the one to defy the curse's grip, embracing the power of rhythm to reawaken the forest's forgotten harmony. With every beat of her heart and every step she took, she would work tirelessly to restore the forest's enchanting symphony, bringing life and rhythm back to the land that had been abandoned for far too long. As Eleonora journeyed deeper into the enchanted forest, she came across a mischievous sprite named Puck, whose playful spirit danced to a rhythm all its own. Puck's laughter echoed through the trees, each chuckle infused with the essence of mischief and joy. With a twinkle in its mischievous eyes, Puck appeared before Eleonora, a sprite of boundless energy. Its movements were swift and nimble, as if it was forever dancing to a lively rhythm that only it could hear. Puck's voice carried the rhythm of laughter, a symphony of mirth that filled the forest with infectious joy. Eleonora couldn't help but be captivated by Puck's enchanting presence. The sprite loved to weave playful pranks, sprinkling the forest with laughter and surprise. Puck's rhythm was unpredictable, like a whimsical melody that danced in the air, leaving everyone around in awe and amusement. With mischievous glee, Puck led Eleonora on a merry chase through the forest. It would disappear behind trees, only to reappear in unexpected places, leaving Eleonora giggling and breathless in its wake. The rhythm of their laughter intertwined, creating a harmonious duet that echoed through the trees. Puck reveled in the joy of surprise, always one step ahead, delighting in the reactions of unsuspecting visitors to the forest. The sprite's pranks were harmless, but they carried a sense of wonder and whimsy, reminding Eleonora to embrace the unexpected and find joy in the simplest of moments. In the midst of their playful escapades, Puck shared tales of ancient creatures and hidden treasures, their words flowing like a rhythmic cadence that painted vivid pictures in Eleonora's imagination. Puck's stories were a tapestry of adventure, woven with the threads of laughter and curiosity. Though mischievous, Puck's playful nature held a deeper meaning. It taught Eleonora to appreciate the spontaneity of life, to dance to the rhythm of unexpected surprises, and to find joy in the littlest of pranks. Puck's rhythmic spirit reminded her that even in the face of challenges, laughter and a mischievous spirit could lighten the heaviest of hearts. As their time together drew to a close, Eleonora thanked Puck for the enchanting moments they had shared. The sprite bid her farewell, its laughter lingering in the air, a joyful rhythm that echoed in Eleonora's heart. With a newfound spring in her step, Eleonora continued her journey through the enchanted forest, forever grateful for the mischievous encounter with Puck. The sprite's playful rhythm became a part of her own, reminding her to embrace the whimsical side of life and to find delight in the unexpected. And with each rhythmic stride, Eleonora carried Puck's infectious laughter with her, a constant reminder to cherish the joy and mischief that danced through her own spirit. As Puck and Eleonora continued their journey through the enchanted forest, the mischievous sprite couldn't resist teasing her with tantalizing hints about hidden secrets. Puck's rhythmic footsteps danced lightly on the forest floor, guiding Eleonora deeper into the unknown. With a mischievous grin and a twinkle in its eye, Puck darted through the trees, leaving Eleonora to follow its fleeting form. The sprite's laughter echoed through the forest, its rhythm like a playful melody that danced in the air, beckoning her further. Eleonora's heart quickened with excitement as Puck led her through a labyrinth of ancient trees and winding paths. The forest whispered secrets, its rhythm growing stronger with every step. Puck's enigmatic hints added a sense of anticipation, like the crescendo of a song building to its climax. As they ventured deeper, Puck shared tales of hidden realms and mystical creatures that dwelled within the forest's depths. The sprite's words were a rhythmic dance, enticing Eleonora with glimpses of extraordinary wonders that awaited her discovery. With mischievous delight, Puck would vanish behind a veil of foliage, only to reappear moments later, a glimmering light leading Eleonora onward. Its rhythmic laughter filled the air, a playful rhythm that urged her to unravel the secrets that lay ahead. The forest whispered hushed melodies, hinting at hidden pathways and concealed treasures. The rustling leaves and murmuring brooks formed a symphony that guided Eleonora's every step, harmonizing with the rhythm of her own eager heartbeat. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, Puck's hints grew more intriguing, like a tantalizing melody that crescendoed to a peak. Eleanora's senses heightened, attuned to the subtle vibrations and rhythms that emanated from the enchanted realm. With each passing moment, Eleanora felt a deep connection to the forest's rhythm. Puck's teasing hints had become an intricate part of the symphony that guided her, like a conductor leading her through the enchanting melodies of the forest. Finally, in a hidden glade bathed in golden sunlight, Puck brought Eleanora to a place of breathtaking beauty. The rhythmic whispers of the forest reached a crescendo, as if the trees themselves were applauding their arrival. The secrets that had been teased were unveiled, and Eleanora stood in awe of the wondrous sight before her. With gratitude in her heart, Eleanora thanked Puck for leading her to this magical place. The sprite's mischievous laughter filled the air one final time before it darted away, leaving Eleanora to explore the hidden wonders that had been unveiled. In that moment, Eleanora understood the true power of rhythm. It was the rhythm of curiosity and discovery, of the dance between seeker and hidden secrets. And as she immersed herself in the mystical beauty around her, Eleanora vowed to embrace the rhythmic journey ahead, always eager to uncover the enchanting secrets that awaited her in the world. As Eleanora wandered through the enchanting forest, following the rhythm that guided her steps, she stumbled upon a secluded pond nestled amidst a grove of ancient trees. The air was still, and the water shimmered like liquid moonlight. It was a place of serene beauty, where nature's melodies danced in perfect harmony. As Eleanora approached the edge of the pond, a soft, melodic voice reached her ears. Startled, she turned to find an ethereal figure emerging from the water, a nymph named Luna. Luna's radiant presence exuded a gentle rhythm, as if her very existence was intertwined with the melodic flow of the forest. Luna's eyes sparkled with a mixture of longing and sadness. She spoke in a voice that mirrored the gentle ebb and flow of the pond's water. She shared her sorrowful tale of being separated from her kin and losing her way in the vast expanse of the enchanted forest. Eleanora's heart ached for Luna, understanding the pain of being lost and yearning for connection. The rhythmic bond between them drew them closer, intertwining their destinies. Eleanora felt a deep compassion and a resolute determination to help Luna find her way back home. With an unwavering promise, Eleanora vowed to guide Luna through the labyrinthine paths of the forest, listening to the harmonious whispers of nature's rhythm. Together, they would embark on a quest to reunite Luna with her fellow nymphs and restore the balance of her existence. Hand in hand, Eleanora and Luna ventured into the heart of the enchanted forest, their footsteps creating a rhythm that resonated with the beat of their shared purpose. The forest seemed to respond to their presence, guiding them with its ancient melodies and secret paths. As they journeyed deeper, Luna revealed snippets of memories and fragments of rhythmic whispers that led them closer to her kin. Eleanora's keen ears attuned to the subtle melodies of the forest, the rustling leaves, and the murmuring streams. The rhythm of their steps intertwined, propelling them forward with hope and determination. Amidst the enchanting forest, Eleanora and Luna encountered mythical creatures that recognized the innate rhythm that united them. The creatures offered guidance, sharing their wisdom and leading them along the hidden pathways that only the forest knew. The rhythmic journey became a symphony of encounters, each note adding to the crescendo of their quest. Finally, after traversing through verdant valleys and crossing babbling brooks, they reached a sacred grove. Luna's fellow nymphs, their ethereal beauty radiant in the dappled light, awaited her return. The forest filled with a joyous melody as Luna was embraced by her kin, their rhythmic embrace becoming a tapestry of reunion and harmony. With tearful eyes and a heart overflowing with gratitude, Luna expressed her deepest appreciation to Eleonora for being her guiding light on this rhythmic odyssey. Eleonora smiled, knowing that their meeting was no mere coincidence. It was a testament to the power of connection and the transformative potential of embracing the rhythms of the world. As Eleonora bid farewell to Luna and her kin, she left with a newfound understanding of the profound impact of rhythm and the enduring power of unity. The melodies of the forest whispered their appreciation, accompanying her on her continuing rhythmic journey through life, forever touched by the encounter with Luna, the lost nymph who had found her way back home. As Eleonora and Luna sat by the tranquil pond, Luna's eyes glistened with unspoken sadness. She sighed, and her voice carried a melancholic melody, reflecting the weight of her sorrow. Luna began to share her tale of being separated from her kin and losing her way in the vast expanse of the enchanted forest. With a trembling voice that mirrored the rhythm of a mournful lullaby, Luna recounted how, long ago, she and her fellow nymphs lived in perfect harmony within the heart of the forest. Their existence was intertwined with the rhythmic pulse of nature, and their melodies echoed through the trees. But one fateful day, as the forest resonated with a symphony of life, a powerful storm erupted. Thunder boomed, lightning cracked across the sky, and the once familiar rhythm was shattered. In the chaos, Luna found herself separated from her kin, lost amidst the dense foliage and disorienting tempest. Days turned into nights, and Luna wandered aimlessly, her heart heavy with longing for the companionship and familiar melodies she had once cherished. The forest, once a place of comfort, had become an uncharted labyrinth, its rhythms elusive and distant. With each word, Luna's voice trembled, the melody of her tale growing softer, like a fading echo in a forgotten chamber. Eleonora listened intently, her heart filled with empathy and a deep desire to help Luna find her way back to her fellow nymphs. In that solemn moment, Eleonora understood the profound impact of rhythm and connection. She realized that Luna's story mirrored the yearning within her own soul, a longing to be reunited with the melodies that had been lost. Determined to restore the rhythm of Luna's existence, Eleonora made a solemn vow. With unwavering compassion and a resolve that mirrored the forest's resilient heartbeat, she pledged to guide Luna through the labyrinthine paths of the enchanted forest, to search for the flickering light of her kin, and to restore the harmonious melodies that had been silenced. Their shared rhythm forged a bond, an unspoken understanding that transcended words. Eleonora took Luna's hand, a gesture of solidarity and hope, as they embarked on a quest to rediscover the path that would lead Luna back to her kin and reunite her with the melodies of her soul. With each step they took, the forest seemed to respond, whispering guiding melodies and offering glimpses of hidden trails. Eleonora's rhythmic stride resonated with the beat of their shared purpose, as they ventured deeper into the heart of the enchanted realm. Together, they navigated through thick underbrush and climbed towering cliffs, always attuned to the subtle rhythms that echoed through the forest. Luna's eyes brightened with hope as they neared their destination, the rhythmic pulse of anticipation growing stronger with every passing moment. And finally, after enduring countless trials and persevering through the labyrinthine paths, they arrived at a sacred grove bathed in soft moonlight. There, Luna's kin awaited, their melodies aching for reunion. The forest came alive with a jubilant symphony as Luna and her fellow nymphs embraced, their rhythms intertwining in a joyous dance of homecoming. In that heartfelt moment of reunion, Luna expressed her deepest gratitude to Eleonora for her unwavering support and for helping her find her way back to her kin. The rhythm of their connection, woven through the trials and triumphs of their journey, had restored a piece of the forest's harmony. With tearful eyes and hearts filled with newfound purpose, Eleonora and Luna bid farewell to the sacred grove, carrying with them the rhythmic melodies of their shared journey. They knew that their encounter had been more than a chance meeting. It was a testament to the transformative power of rhythm and the enduring strength of unity. As they continued their respective paths, Eleonora and Luna remained forever connected by the rhythmic bond they had forged. They carried the melodies of their shared experience in their hearts, a reminder of the profound impact of compassion, perseverance, and the unbreakable ties that bind us all. Touched by Luna's sorrowful tale, Eleonora's heart swelled with empathy and determination. She knew that she had to help Luna find her way back home and reunite her with her fellow nymphs. With a resolute gaze, Eleonora made a solemn vow to assist Luna in her quest. "I promise you, Luna," Eleonora spoke with conviction, her voice echoing with a steady rhythm, "I will do everything in my power to guide you back to your kin and restore the melodies that bind you together. Together, we will navigate the twists and turns of this enchanted forest, and we will find your way back home." Luna's eyes shimmered with gratitude as she clasped Eleonora's hand, feeling a newfound sense of hope. Their shared commitment forged a bond that resonated with the rhythm of their purpose, and they knew that together they were capable of overcoming any obstacle that lay ahead. With Luna's memories as their compass and the forest's harmonies as their guide, Eleonora and Luna embarked on their journey. Their footsteps fell in sync with the forest's heartbeat, their rhythmic stride carrying them through sun-dappled clearings and moss-covered paths. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered mystical creatures who recognized the power of their united rhythm. These creatures shared their wisdom and offered clues to aid them in their quest. Eleonora and Luna listened intently, absorbing the intricate melodies of their guidance and weaving them into the rhythm of their journey. With each passing day, Eleonora's determination grew stronger, fueled by the rhythmic bond she shared with Luna and the longing to see Luna reunited with her kin. They braved treacherous terrains, crossed babbling brooks, and navigated through ancient groves, their rhythmic footsteps creating a harmonious symphony with the forest itself. Together, they faced challenges that tested their resolve, but their unwavering commitment and synchronicity carried them through. Eleonora's rhythmic spirit inspired Luna, and Luna's ethereal presence brought solace to Eleonora in moments of doubt. Their unwavering unity fortified their resolve, and they pressed on, never losing sight of their ultimate goal. Finally, after traversing through dense thickets and ascending lofty peaks, they arrived at a sacred grove bathed in a gentle glow. The rhythmic melodies that filled the air grew stronger, guiding them toward Luna's long-lost kin. Luna's heart raced with anticipation as she recognized the familiar melodies, her own rhythm intertwining with the melodies of her fellow nymphs. As Luna embraced her kin, their reunion ignited a symphony of joy and relief. Tears of happiness streamed down their faces as the forest echoed with the exuberant melodies of their harmonious embrace. Eleonora witnessed the transformation in Luna's spirit as her sorrow was replaced with radiant elation, and her own heart swelled with joy at the fulfillment of her vow. In that sacred grove, Eleonora and Luna celebrated their triumph. They reveled in the beauty of their shared journey, forever bound by the rhythmic connection they had forged. The forest echoed their gratitude, its rhythm an ever-present reminder of the power of unity and the transformative potential of helping others find their way back home. With their mission fulfilled, Eleonora and Luna bid farewell to the sacred grove, their footsteps carrying the echoes of their shared rhythmic journey. Though their paths diverged, they carried the melodies of their encounter in their hearts, forever connected by the transformative power of compassion, unity, and the enduring rhythm that guided them through the enchanted forest. As Eleonora ventured deeper into the enchanted forest, her rhythmic footsteps guiding her path, she sensed a presence unlike any she had encountered before. The air grew thick with anticipation, and a soft melody filled the space around her. Eleonora felt an energy pulsating in the air, drawing her closer to a sacred clearing. There, bathed in ethereal light, stood Aurelia, the powerful guardian spirit of the forest's magic. Aurelia's presence was majestic, radiating a rhythmic energy that seemed to encompass the entire clearing. Her voice resonated with a commanding yet soothing rhythm, echoing through the trees and stirring the very essence of the forest. Eleonora approached Aurelia with a mixture of reverence and curiosity. The guardian spirit's eyes glimmered with ancient wisdom, and her voice carried the weight of countless melodies. Aurelia recognized the determination in Eleonora's eyes and spoke with a rhythmic cadence that mirrored the heartbeat of the forest. "You have come far, Eleonora," Aurelia spoke, her voice a symphony of power and grace. "I am Aurelia, the guardian of the forest's magic. I have witnessed your journey, and I sense the rhythmic harmony that resides within your soul." Eleonora's heart fluttered with a mixture of awe and anticipation. She understood that Aurelia held the key to unlocking the deepest secrets and powers of the enchanted forest. With a voice filled with sincerity, Eleonora spoke, her words resonating with the rhythm of her purpose. "Aurelia, I seek to restore the lost rhythms and enchantment of this forest. I long to see its magic reignite, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to protect and preserve its harmony." Aurelia's eyes sparkled with approval, acknowledging Eleonora's pure intentions. She extended a hand, and as Eleonora took it, she felt an immense surge of energy coursing through her veins. The forest responded, as if the very trees were applauding their union. "You have been chosen, Eleonora," Aurelia declared, her voice brimming with authority. "Together, we shall safeguard the forest's magic and restore its rhythmic melodies. But be warned, for this task is not without challenges. Forces seek to disrupt the delicate balance, and it is your purpose to protect the harmonious rhythm that resonates within." Eleonora nodded, a determined glint in her eyes. She understood the weight of the responsibility bestowed upon her and the significance of her rhythmic connection with the forest. With Aurelia's guidance, she vowed to safeguard the magic that breathed life into every leaf, every creature, and every rhythmic whisper. Under Aurelia's tutelage, Eleonora delved deep into the mysteries of the forest's magic. She learned to channel the rhythmic energy that coursed through her, weaving spells and enchantments that harmonized with the very heartbeat of nature. Aurelia shared ancient melodies and sacred rituals, empowering Eleonora with the knowledge to protect and nurture the forest's magic. As time passed, Eleonora's connection with Aurelia deepened, their rhythms intertwining like the most intricate of melodies. Aurelia's guidance became a guiding light, as Eleonora embraced her role as the guardian of the forest's rhythmic harmony. Together, they forged a bond that would transcend time and protect the enchantment that dwelled within the forest's core. And so, Eleonora stood as the guardian of the forest's magic, forever united with Aurelia, the powerful spirit who entrusted her with this noble duty. Their rhythmic bond pulsated through the forest, a harmonious symphony that echoed through the trees, carrying the promise of protection and the restoration of the forest's magical rhythms. With Aurelia's guidance and the rhythmic connection that bound them, Eleanora vowed to defend the forest's magic, ensuring that its enchanting melodies would endure for generations to come. As she embraced her purpose, Eleanora understood that she had become a part of something much greater, a rhythmic force that would forever protect the beauty and harmony of the enchanted forest. As Aurelia spoke, her voice carried a solemn yet melodic tone, warning Eleanora of the perils that lay ahead. She explained that protecting the forest's magic would require unwavering resolve, unwavering bravery, and an unbreakable bond with the rhythmic forces that govern the enchanted realm. Ahead, Eleanora, there are forces that seek to disrupt the delicate balance of the forest, Aurelia warned, her voice a haunting melody. Darkness lurks, waiting to extinguish the rhythmic harmony that breathes life into this realm. You must be prepared to face trials that will test your resolve, your bravery, and your unwavering connection to the forest's rhythms. Eleanora listened intently, her heart filled with a mix of determination and trepidation. She understood the weight of the challenges that lay ahead and the importance of proving herself as the guardian of the forest's magic. Aurelia, with a gaze filled with both concern and confidence, continued, "To ensure your readiness, I will test your resolve and bravery, for only through these trials can you strengthen your bond with the rhythmic forces that flow through you." Eleanora nodded, steeling herself for the tests that awaited her. She trusted in the wisdom and guidance of Aurelia, knowing that these trials were necessary to prove her worthiness as the forest's guardian. The first trial was a test of Eleanora's courage. She was led to a dark and foreboding part of the forest, where shadows danced like specters in the moonlight. The air grew thick with an eerie silence, and the rhythmic melodies seemed to fade into the distance. With each step, Eleanora could feel her heart pounding in her chest. Fear whispered in her ear, threatening to engulf her spirit. But she summoned her inner strength, drawing upon the rhythmic bond she shared with the forest, and pressed forward. As she delved deeper into the darkness, she encountered nightmarish illusions that challenged her perception and resolve. She stood tall, refusing to succumb to the fear that threatened to overpower her. With every breath, she chanted a rhythmic mantra, embracing the pulsating energy that surged through her veins. With the strength of her resolve, the illusions dissipated like smoke, revealing the truth: the darkness was merely a test of her courage. Eleanora emerged from the shadows, her spirit emboldened, and her connection with the forest's rhythms deepened. The second trial tested Eleanora's compassion and empathy. She was led to a desolate part of the forest, where wounded creatures whimpered in pain and despair. Their melodies were disjointed and filled with anguish. Eleanora's heart ached as she witnessed their suffering. She approached each wounded creature with tenderness, using her rhythmic energy to heal their wounds and restore their melodies. With each act of compassion, the forest responded, their melodies blending with gratitude and relief. Through the trials, Eleanora proved herself worthy of the guardian's role. Her resolve and bravery had been tested, and she had emerged stronger, with a deeper connection to the rhythmic forces that govern the enchanted forest. Aurelia, with a smile of pride, embraced Eleanora, acknowledging her triumph. "You have proven yourself, Eleanora," Aurelia said, her voice a melody of praise. "Your bond with the forest's rhythms has grown stronger, and you are ready to face the dangers that threaten our realm. Together, we will preserve the magic and restore the harmonious balance that has been disrupted." With renewed determination and an unbreakable bond, Eleonora and Aurelia set forth, their rhythmic spirits entwined. They would confront the darkness that sought to extinguish the forest's magic and protect the rhythmic melodies that breathed life into every corner of the enchanted realm. Eleonora's resolve was unshakable, for she understood the importance of her role as the guardian. With Aurelia by her side, she would face any trial, overcome any obstacle, and ensure that the rhythmic harmony of the enchanted forest endured for eternity. As Eleonora faced and conquered the trials set before her by Aurelia, her resolve and unwavering connection to the rhythmic forces of the forest became evident. The guardian spirit, Aurelia, watched with a mixture of pride and satisfaction, her eyes shining with admiration for Eleonora's bravery and dedication. Impressed by Eleonora's unwavering determination and her profound understanding of the forest's rhythms, Aurelia knew that it was time to reward her with a special gift. She beckoned Eleonora closer, her voice resonating with warmth and approval. "Eleonora, you have proven yourself to be a true guardian of the forest's magic," Aurelia said, her voice a gentle melody that enveloped them both. "Your bravery, compassion, and unwavering bond with the rhythmic forces of this realm have earned my trust." Aurelia raised her hands, and from the air, a shimmering glow materialized, forming into a small, intricately carved pendant. The pendant emitted a soft, rhythmic hum, harmonizing with the energy of the forest. "This pendant is a gift from the heart of the forest," Aurelia explained, her voice filled with reverence. "It is imbued with the power of the rhythmic magic that courses through this realm. With it, you will be able to channel and amplify the harmonious energies of the forest, wielding its magic with grace and strength." Eleonora's eyes widened with wonder as she accepted the pendant, feeling its rhythmic vibrations resonating with her very soul. She knew that this gift was not just an object, it was a symbol of trust and a tangible connection to the forest's magic. With a grateful smile, Eleonora clasped the pendant around her neck, feeling an immediate surge of energy coursing through her. She could sense the rhythmic melodies of the forest flowing through the pendant, intertwining with her own heartbeat. Aurelia continued, her voice filled with wisdom, "Remember, Eleonora, this pendant is not just a source of power, it is a reminder of your purpose and the responsibility you carry as the guardian of the forest's magic. Use it wisely, and let the rhythmic forces guide your actions." Eleonora nodded, her heart filled with gratitude for the gift and the trust bestowed upon her. She understood that this pendant was not only a tool but also a connection to the very essence of the enchanted forest. It would aid her in her quest to protect the rhythmic harmony and restore the magic that flowed through every living being and element of the realm. With the pendant adorning her neck, Eleonora felt a renewed sense of purpose and confidence. She stood tall, her spirit ablaze with the rhythmic energy that coursed through her. Her bond with the forest and Aurelia had grown stronger, and she was ready to face any challenge that lay ahead. Aurelia offered a final piece of advice, her voice filled with warmth. "Go forth, Eleonora, and may the rhythms of the forest guide you on your quest. Remember, the power lies within you, and with the pendant as your ally, you are capable of restoring the harmonious balance of this realm." With a nod of understanding, Eleonora expressed her gratitude once more before setting off on her journey, her rhythmic footsteps carrying her forward. She knew that with the pendant and her unwavering connection to the forest's rhythms, she would face the dangers that threatened the enchanted realm and protect the magic that had been entrusted to her. As she disappeared into the depths of the forest, the rhythmic melodies of her purpose echoed through the trees, and Aurelia watched, knowing that Eleonora's destiny was entwined with the rhythmic heartbeat of the enchanted realm. Together, they would preserve the magic, restore the harmony, and ensure that the forest's rhythmic melodies endured for eternity. With her heart filled with determination and her rhythmic spirit guiding her every step, Eleonora set forth on a quest to find the key that could break the curse on the abandoned forest. Armed with her pendant, a tangible connection to the forest's magic, she knew that the fate of the enchanted realm rested on her shoulders. Guided by the whispers of the forest and the rhythmic melodies that echoed through her being, Eleonora embarked on a journey that would take her through uncharted territories and lead her to unimaginable challenges. Her path led her to ancient ruins, where forgotten songs and fragmented memories lingered in the air. Eleonora explored the intricate carvings and listened to the faint echoes of lost melodies, seeking clues that would unveil the whereabouts of the elusive key. Through dense thickets and across treacherous terrain, Eleonora's rhythmic footsteps remained resolute. She encountered mystical creatures who recognized the purpose in her eyes, sharing cryptic riddles and fragments of ancient prophecies. With each encounter, her understanding deepened, and the melodies of her quest harmonized with the forest's ancient chorus. As Eleonora delved deeper into the heart of the cursed forest, she discovered a hidden sanctuary, a mystical grove where time seemed to stand still. There, under the shelter of towering trees, she encountered an ethereal spirit known as Melisande, the guardian of secrets. Melisande's voice carried a mournful yet hopeful rhythm as she revealed the truth of the curse that had befallen the forest. To break the curse, Eleonora needed to gather 3 sacred artifacts, each representing a different facet of the forest's harmony. These artifacts, when united, would become the key that could restore the rhythmic balance and breathe life back into the abandoned realm. Eleonora's quest intensified as she embarked on a search for the artifacts. She traversed through shimmering caves, where stalactites dripped with rhythmic precision, and climbed lofty peaks, where the wind whispered cryptic messages. Each step brought her closer to the fulfillment of her mission. Through trials of strength, wit, and unwavering dedication, Eleonora acquired the first 2 artifacts, the harmonious lyre and the luminescent dewdrop. The forest acknowledged her commitment, her rhythms harmonizing with the sacred artifacts, as if they recognized her as their rightful protector. The final leg of her quest led her to a hidden grotto, illuminated by a mystical glow. It was there, surrounded by the enchanting melodies of the forest, that Eleonora discovered the 3rd artifact, the crystal heart of harmony. As she held it in her hands, she felt the pulsating rhythm of the forest flow through her, resonating with her own heartbeat. With the 3 sacred artifacts in her possession, Eleonora retraced her steps, her rhythmic footsteps leading her back to the heart of the abandoned forest. The key to breaking the curse was within her grasp, and the forest seemed to stir with anticipation. As she reached the heart of the forest, Eleonora held the artifacts aloft, their rhythms interweaving with her own. The enchanted realm responded, vibrant melodies swirling in the air, as the curse began to unravel. The forest's magic surged forth, filling every nook and cranny with renewed life and rhythmic harmony. In that moment, the abandoned forest transformed before Eleonora's eyes. The trees, once withered and lifeless, bloomed with vibrant foliage. The melodies of birdsong and gentle breezes filled the air, and the rhythmic pulse of life returned, echoing through the rejuvenated realm. Eleonora's heart swelled with triumph and joy. She had fulfilled her quest, restoring the forest's rhythmic balance and breaking the curse that had held it captive for so long. The abandoned forest was no more, it had become a sanctuary of enchantment, vibrant with life and teeming with the melodies of its renewed spirit. With a sense of fulfillment, Eleonora knew that her journey had not only restored the abandoned forest but also reaffirmed her role as its guardian. She would forever safeguard its rhythmic harmony and protect it from any forces that sought to disrupt its tranquility. As she stood amidst the revitalized realm, Eleonora's pendant glowed with an ethereal light, an emblem of her connection to the forest's magic. She knew that her rhythmic spirit would forever be intertwined with the heartbeat of the enchanted realm, guiding her on future quests and ensuring the enduring harmony of the forest. And so, Eleonora remained, the eternal guardian of the once abandoned forest, her footsteps blending with its melodies, her spirit dancing to its rhythms. The forest embraced her, a testament to the transformative power of a dedicated heart and the unwavering strength of the rhythmic spirit within. As Eleonora embarked on her quest to find the key that could break the curse on the abandoned forest, she encountered a series of challenges and puzzles that tested her wit, determination, and ability to solve intricate riddles. Along the way, she formed alliances with newfound friends who shared her rhythmic journey, each offering their unique strengths to overcome the obstacles that lay before them. The first challenge came in the form of a labyrinth hidden deep within the forest. Its winding paths and shifting walls seemed designed to confuse and disorient. But Eleonora, with her keen sense of rhythm and an analytical mind, approached the puzzle with confidence. She listened closely to the sounds of the forest, discerning subtle patterns and rhythms that guided her through the maze. With each correct turn, the forest responded with approving melodies, leading her closer to her goal. As she emerged from the labyrinth, Eleonora encountered a towering waterfall blocking her path. The powerful cascade roared with such force that it seemed insurmountable. However, a water spirit named Kaya appeared, drawn by Eleonora's rhythmic presence. With her guidance, Eleonora discovered a hidden rhythm that harmonized with the waterfall's flow. As Eleonora chanted the rhythmic melody, the waterfall parted, revealing a path forward. Grateful for Kaya's help, Eleonora thanked her, their rhythmic bond leading a lasting connection. Further along her journey, Eleonora stumbled upon a forgotten library, its shelves filled with ancient texts and mysterious manuscripts. The library's guardian, a wise owl named Ophelia, challenged Eleonora with a riddle that held the key to unlocking the secrets within. With her intellect and rhythmic intuition, Eleonora deciphered the riddle's hidden meaning, unearthing a hidden passage that led to a chamber of knowledge. Ophelia, impressed by Eleonora's cleverness, shared her wisdom and entrusted her with ancient melodies that would aid her in future challenges. As Eleonora ventured deeper into the forest, she found herself faced with a series of musical puzzles. Each required her to play specific melodies on enchanted instruments scattered throughout the realm. With the help of a skilled musician named Rylan, who had been drawn to the forest by its irresistible rhythms, Eleonora honed her musical prowess. Together, they harmonized their melodies, unlocking the hidden power of the forest's enchanted instruments and unveiling the clues necessary to progress on their journey. In the heart of the enchanted realm, Eleonora faced her final and most formidable challenge, a colossal guardian that stood in her way, protecting the sacred chamber where the key to breaking the curse awaited. This guardian, named Solon, was an embodiment of strength and rhythm, a formidable opponent. Eleonora, undeterred, called upon her newfound allies, the water spirit Kaya, the wise owl Ophelia, and the skilled musician Rylan, for their assistance. With their combined efforts and synchronized rhythms, Eleonora and her allies engaged in a mesmerizing battle of melodies against Solon. Each note they played resonated with the forest's ancient magic, weakening Solon's defenses. Through their unwavering determination and the power of their rhythmic unity, they triumphed, unlocking the sacred chamber and revealing the long-awaited key within. As Eleonora held the key in her hands, she felt the weight of her journey and the collective strength of the rhythms that had guided her thus far. She knew that breaking the curse and restoring the forest's harmony was within her grasp. With the key in hand, Eleonora retraced her steps, navigating through the challenges she had overcome with newfound ease. The forest responded to her presence, its melodies intertwining with her own, as if celebrating her triumph. Finally, she reached the heart of the abandoned forest, the epicenter of the curse. With a deep breath, Eleonora placed the key into the lock, and the rhythmic magic of the forest surged forth. The curse shattered like glass, dissolving into the air, and the forest's true essence was released. Vibrant melodies filled the once desolate realm, breathing life into every living creature and revitalizing the enchanted landscape. Eleonora stood at the center of the now thriving forest, surrounded by the creatures she had befriended, each acknowledging her as the savior of their rhythmic home. Gratitude and pride filled her heart as she realized the transformative power of unity, wit, and the unwavering strength of her rhythmic spirit. With the curse broken and the forest restored, Eleonora and her newfound friends rejoiced, their melodies interweaving in a joyous celebration of the harmonious realm they had helped revive. Together, they vowed to protect the forest's magic and ensure that its rhythmic melodies endured for generations to come. And so, Eleonora's quest, filled with challenges and puzzles, came to a triumphant end. The abandoned forest had become a vibrant sanctuary of enchantment, pulsating with life and resounding with the melodies of its restored spirit. Eleonora, forever marked by her rhythmic journey, stood as a guardian, her steps forever in tune with the harmonious rhythms of the enchanted realm she had saved. As Eleonora continued her rhythmic journey through the enchanted forest, she felt a persistent curiosity tugging at her heart, urging her to unravel the mystery behind the curse that had befallen the realm. Determined to uncover the truth, she delved deeper into the heart of the forest, following the whispers of ancient melodies that resonated with her soul. Guided by the rhythmic forces that flowed through her, Eleonora stumbled upon a forgotten temple hidden amidst towering trees. Intricate carvings adorned its walls, depicting scenes of harmony and turmoil, intertwined like the melodies of a complex symphony. It was here that the secrets of the curse awaited her discovery. As she explored the temple's depths, Eleonora uncovered an ancient scroll, weathered with age yet still radiating a rhythmic energy. The scroll revealed the origins of the curse, recounting a tale of love, betrayal, and the disrupted harmony that had plunged the forest into darkness. Long ago, two powerful beings, Aria, the guardian of melodies, and Eldric, a sorcerer consumed by his own desires, were bound by a love that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. Their love blossomed amidst the symphony of the enchanted forest, harmonizing with its rhythms. However, Eldric's insatiable thirst for power led him down a treacherous path. In his quest for supremacy, he turned against the forest's rhythms, breaking the delicate balance and invoking a curse that spread like a haunting melody, silencing the harmonious spirits and plunging the realm into disarray. Eleonora's heart ached as she absorbed the tale, recognizing the need to restore the interrupted melodies and heal the wounds inflicted by Eldric's betrayal. She understood that the key to reversing the curse lay within the resumption of the forest's rhythmic harmony. Driven by her purpose, Eleonora sought guidance from the spirits of the forest, seeking the wisdom of ancient guardians who had witnessed the curse's inception. They spoke in hushed melodies, revealing that the curse's grip could be undone through a ritual steeped in the very essence of the forest's magic. With newfound knowledge, Eleonora embarked on a quest to gather the necessary elements for the ritual, a sacred harmonic crystal and the essence of a pure heart. These elements, when combined with the forest's rhythmic energy, would break the curse's hold and restore the enchantment that had been lost. Her rhythmic footsteps carried her to sacred groves and hidden alcoves, where she encountered mystical beings and underwent trials of devotion and purity. With each step, Eleonora's bond with the forest deepened, and the path to reversing the curse became clearer. Finally, Eleonora stood at the threshold of the sacred harmonic crystal, shimmering with vibrant rhythms and pulsating with the magic of the forest. As she held it in her hands, she could feel the weight of its power, resonating with the very melodies that once flowed freely through the realm. With the crystal in her possession, Eleonora sought out individuals whose hearts remained untainted by the curse's darkness. She traversed the abandoned forest, connecting with kind souls who had managed to preserve the purity of their spirits amidst the chaos. In a solemn gathering at the heart of the forest, Eleonora conducted the ritual. The harmonic crystal released its rhythmic energy, intertwining with the pure hearts of those who had joined her in this quest. The forest responded, its melodies rising in crescendo, as the curse's grip weakened, inch by inch. Eldrick, the sorcerer whose desires had disrupted the forest's harmony, appeared before Eleonora, his features etched with regret. He recognized the power of her rhythm and the strength of her purpose. With a humble voice, he begged for forgiveness, realizing the destruction his actions had caused. Eleonora, her heart filled with compassion, understood the weight of Eldrick's remorse. With a gentle yet firm voice, she spoke, "Eldrick, you must atone for the pain you have caused and find your own rhythm of redemption. May the forest's melodies guide you towards harmony once more." The curse's hold shattered, the darkness dissipating like a dissonant note fading into the wind. The enchanted forest stirred with renewed life, vibrant melodies cascading through every tree, every creature, and every spirit. The realm had been restored to its former glory, its rhythmic harmony echoing through every corner. Eleonora, as the catalyst for this transformation, felt a sense of fulfillment and peace wash over her. She had unraveled the mystery behind the curse, and in doing so, she had become a guardian of not just the forest's magic, but also its history and its unwavering rhythms. From that day forward, Eleonora dedicated herself to preserving the forest's rhythmic harmony, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would never be repeated. As the melodies of the enchanted realm resonated through her being, she embraced her role as a guardian, forever connected to the rhythmic spirit that breathed life into the forest she held dear. With the curse broken and the rhythmic harmony of the enchanted forest restored, Eleonora sensed a lingering presence, an echo of darkness that refused to dissipate. Determined to confront the source of the curse, she followed her rhythmic intuition, led by the forest's melodies, to a hidden chamber deep within the realm. There, standing amidst swirling shadows, Eleonora faced the malevolent sorcerer, Darius, who had cast the curse upon the forest, seeking to keep it abandoned and devoid of its rhythmic magic. Darius, consumed by his own twisted desires, had become a vessel for the dissonant forces that threatened the realm's harmony. Eleonora's pendant pulsed with a resolute energy, resonating with the rhythms of the enchanted forest. She stood tall, her eyes filled with determination, ready to confront Darius and protect the newfound harmony she had fought so hard to restore. "You seek to keep the forest abandoned, to suppress its vibrant rhythms," Eleonora's voice rang out, her words a melody of defiance. but I will not allow darkness to overshadow the beauty and magic that reside within. I will not let your dissonance drown out the harmonious melodies of this realm." Darius sneered, his voice laced with malevolence. "You are a mere guardian, a fool dancing to the rhythm of your own demise. The forest's harmony is fleeting, and I shall ensure its eternal abandonment." With a flourish of his dark magic, Darius conjured powerful spells, his dissonant chords clashing against the harmonious melodies that flowed through Eleonora. But she stood firm, her rhythmic spirit unyielding, her pendant glowing with an intensified brilliance. Eleonora drew upon the lessons learned during her quest, channeling the ancient melodies and the strength of her newfound allies. She countered Darius' spells with harmonious incantations, her rhythmic energy intertwining with the very fabric of the enchanted forest. The battle of rhythms raged on, the clash of dissonance against harmony echoing through the chamber. With every note, Eleonora's determination grew stronger, and she channeled the collective rhythm of the forest itself. As Eleonora's melodies swelled, the room filled with a symphony of power. The enchanting forest responded to her call, its rhythms merging with her own. Leaves danced in an ethereal waltz, and rays of light pierced through the shadows, pushing back the darkness that surrounded Darius. In a final crescendo, Eleonora unleashed a burst of rhythmic energy, overwhelming Darius and breaking his hold on the forest. The malevolent sorcerer stumbled backward, his powers waning, and his dark intentions exposed. Eleonora stepped forward, her voice filled with a mixture of compassion and strength. "Your dissonance ends here, Darius," she declared. "The harmonious melodies of the enchanted forest will prevail, and you shall not impede its rhythm any longer." Darius, his malevolence faltering, met Eleonora's gaze, recognizing the futility of his efforts. In a moment of clarity, he released a sorrowful sigh, his face marked with regret. "You have proven stronger than I had anticipated," he admitted, his voice a mere whisper. "May the melodies of the forest guide you towards a future of harmony and balance." With those words, Darius dissipated into the shadows, his presence extinguished. Eleonora stood amidst the chamber, the rhythmic echoes of the battle gradually subsiding. The enchanting forest breathed a sigh of relief, its melodies once again flowing freely, embracing the renewed harmony that Eleonora had fought so valiantly to protect. As Eleonora emerged from the chamber, she was greeted by the forest's embrace, a symphony of leaves rustling in the wind, creatures harmonizing in joy, and sunlight dappling the vibrant foliage. The realm celebrated its liberation from darkness, rejoicing in the rhythmic melodies that now filled every corner. Eleonora, forever marked by her quest and her triumph over Darius, accepted her role as the guardian of the enchanted forest with renewed determination. She would remain vigilant, protecting the realm's rhythmic harmony from any future threats. And so, the abandoned forest became a sanctuary once more, flourishing with life, magic, and the enduring melodies of its harmonious spirit. Eleonora, forever connected to its rhythms, walked its paths with purpose, forever safeguarding the enchanting realm she had saved from abandonment. As Eleonora faced the malevolent sorcerer, Darius, the air crackled with tension. The clash of their contrasting energies filled the chamber, each note and rhythm reflecting their opposing intentions. Eleonora, armed with her pendant and the support of her newfound allies, summoned her inner strength and prepared for the climactic battle that would determine the fate of the enchanted forest. Darius, his eyes gleaming with dark determination, unleashed a torrent of dissonant magic, hurling it towards Eleonora. But she stood firm, her pendant glowing brighter than ever, resonating with the harmonious energy of the forest. With a flick of her wrist, she countered Darius' spells with her own rhythmic incantations, their melodies intertwining in a dramatic dance. As the battle escalated, Eleanora's allies stepped forward, joining her in the fight against Darius. The water spirit Kaya created cascading waves, using their rhythmic force to defend against Darius' attacks. The wise owl Ophelia provided guidance, sharing ancient melodies and counterspells that disrupted Darius' dissonance. Rylan, the skilled musician, weaved melodies with his instrument, harmonizing with Eleanora's own power, amplifying their collective strength. Together, their united rhythms wove a tapestry of protection and defiance, pushing back against Darius' malevolence. The chamber reverberated with the clash of opposing forces, each note echoing through the space, a testament to the magnitude of their battle. Eleanora's rhythmic spirit surged within her, empowering her movements and sharpening her focus. She danced between Darius' spells with grace and agility, her rhythmic instincts guiding her every move. With each rhythmic incantation, she channeled the forest's magic, directing it towards Darius with precision and purpose. Determined not to be outmatched, Darius fought back fiercely, his spells growing more chaotic and desperate. But Eleanora, bolstered by the collective rhythms of her allies and the forest itself, remained steadfast. She tapped into her deepest reserves of power, allowing the harmonious melodies to flow through her, enveloping her being with an ethereal aura. In a climactic crescendo, Eleanora unleashed a final surge of rhythmic energy, a resounding symphony of light and sound that engulfed the chamber. The force of her magic shattered Darius' defenses, leaving him vulnerable and weakened. With the sorcerer's power waning, Eleanora approached him, her voice carrying a mixture of compassion and strength. "Your dissonance ends now, Darius," she declared, her words echoing with authority. "The enchanting forest will no longer be subjected to your darkness. It will flourish with rhythmic harmony, and you shall not impede its melodies any longer." Darius, his once commanding presence diminished, met Eleanora's gaze. In that moment, the weight of his malevolence seemed to bear down upon him, his arrogance replaced by remorse. "You have proven to be a worthy adversary," he admitted, his voice a mere whisper. "May the rhythms of the forest guide you towards a future of harmony and balance." With those words, Darius dissipated into the shadows, his dark essence dissolving into the rhythmic echoes of the chamber. Eleanora, filled with a mix of relief and compassion, understood the complexities of his existence and the potential for redemption. She hoped that one day, his dissonant spirit would find its way back to the harmonious melodies of the enchanted forest. As the battle's echoes faded, Eleanora turned her attention to the realm she had fought so valiantly to protect. The enchanted forest breathed a sigh of relief, its melodies resuming their vibrant chorus. The magical energy pulsed through the air, intertwining with Eleanora's very essence, affirming her role as the guardian of the forest's rhythmic harmony. With renewed purpose, Eleanora stepped out of the chamber, the harmonious melodies of the forest guiding her every step. Her allies, Kaya, Ophelia, and Rylan, stood beside her, their presence a reminder of the strength found in unity and the power of rhythm. Together, they emerged from the chamber, greeted by the resplendent beauty of the now thriving enchanted forest. The once abandoned realm was alive with vibrant foliage, shimmering waters, and creatures dancing to the melodies of the renewed harmony. Eleanora's heart swelled with pride and gratitude as she witnessed the transformation she had helped bring about. The enchanted forest had been saved from the clutches of darkness, its rhythmic magic resonating through every tree, every creature, and every spirit. From that day forward, Eleanora, alongside her loyal allies, dedicated herself to safeguarding the forest's rhythmic harmony. They vowed to ensure that the enchanting melodies endured, protecting the realm from any future threats and nurturing its magic for generations to come. As Eleanora embraced her role as the guardian of the forest's rhythmic harmony, she knew that her journey was far from over. With her allies by her side and the rhythms of the enchanted realm as her guide, she would continue to face any challenges that arose, always fighting for the preservation of the harmonious melodies and the enduring magic of the enchanted forest. As the curse that had plagued the enchanted forest for so long was finally broken, a wave of vibrant energy washed over the realm. The once abandoned forest began to come alive once more, its magical creatures awakening from their slumber, their spirits lifted by the return of rhythmic harmony. From the treetops to the forest floor, a symphony of joyous melodies resounded through the air. Birds chirped in jubilant unison, their songs interweaving with the rustling of leaves and the gentle murmur of the breeze. Beams of sunlight pierced through the foliage, casting a golden glow upon the rejuvenated realm. The inhabitants of the forest, from the mischievous sprites to the wise old trees, celebrated their newfound freedom with ecstatic dances and jubilant calls. Laughter echoed through the groves as families of nymphs and sprites frolicked amidst colorful flowers and sparkling streams. Butterflies flitted through the air, their delicate wings carrying the essence of the forest's magic. Eleanora, the guardian whose unwavering spirit had played a vital role in breaking the curse, stood in awe, her heart swelling with gratitude and fulfillment. Tears of joy glistened in her eyes as she watched the enchanted forest bloom with renewed life and vibrancy. The talking tree, Willow, whom she had encountered at the beginning of her journey, stood tall, his branches swaying in rhythm with the melodies of the forest. "Eleanora," he whispered, his voice a gentle breeze, "thank you for restoring the magic that courses through our veins. The enchanted realm shall forever be indebted to your rhythmic spirit." Eleanora smiled, her soul resonating with the melodies that surrounded her. Willow, it was the combined effort of all who believed in the power of rhythm and harmony that brought about this transformation. Together, we have rekindled the magic of the forest and ensured its enduring enchantment. As word spread throughout the realm, magical creatures from all corners of the forest flocked to the heart of the rejuvenated realm. Unicorns trotted gracefully, their hooves creating a rhythmic beat upon the forest floor. Majestic deer pranced through the meadows, their antlers adorned with delicate flowers, embodying the harmony of nature. The ancient spirits, who had long remained hidden in the shadows, emerged with renewed vitality. They bestowed their blessings upon Eleanora, recognizing her as the savior of their rhythmic home. She was now forever bound to the enchanted realm, her spirit entwined with the very heartbeat of the forest. With each passing day, the forest flourished under Eleanora's watchful eye. The flora thrived, bursting with vibrant hues and releasing fragrances that danced upon the wind. The magic of the realm became palpable, enveloping every living creature in its embrace. Eleanora wandered through the forest, her rhythmic footsteps echoing in harmony with the rustling leaves and the murmurs of the streams. She found solace in the whispers of the ancient trees and the playful melodies of the sprites, their mischievous laughter filling the air. The enchanted realm, once abandoned and forlorn, had transformed into a sanctuary of wonder and enchantment. It stood as a testament to the resilience of rhythmic harmony and the power of unity against darkness. As the sun set upon the magical realm, casting a warm glow upon the flourishing forest, Eleonora stood at the heart of it all, her pendant glowing with the rhythmic energy that flowed through her. In that moment, she knew that she would forever be connected to the enchanted realm, its melodies etched in her soul, and its magic coursing through her veins. The rhythm of life had been restored, and the forest's magical creatures rejoiced in their newfound freedom. They danced and sang, their melodies intertwining with the harmonious spirit that enveloped the realm. And in their joyous celebration, they paid tribute to Eleonora, the guardian who had brought back the rhythm, breathing life into their once abandoned home. From that day forward, the enchanted forest thrived, a haven of rhythmic melodies and vibrant magic. And as the years passed, Eleonora's legacy echoed through the ages, a reminder of the power of the human spirit and the enduring beauty of rhythmic harmony. As the enchanted forest flourished with renewed life and harmonious melodies, Eleonora knew that her time as its guardian had come to an end. The rhythmic spirit that had guided her through countless trials now whispered a bittersweet melody in her heart, signaling the moment to bid farewell to her magical friends and the realm she had saved. Gathering her allies, Kaya, Ophelia, and Ryland, Eleonora stood at the heart of the forest, surrounded by the creatures who had become like family to her. The mischievous sprites, the wise old trees, and the graceful nymphs gathered, their eyes filled with gratitude and admiration for the guardian who had restored their home. With a heavy yet grateful heart, Eleonora addressed her enchanted companions. "My dear friends, the time has come for me to take my leave from this wondrous realm. Together, we have journeyed through darkness and restored the harmonious rhythms that define this forest. But now, it is time for me to return to the world outside, carrying the memories of our shared melodies." Tears glistened in the eyes of the magical creatures, their voices filled with a mixture of joy and sadness. They understood the cycle of guardianship and the inevitability of Eleonora's departure. Each one approached her, expressing their gratitude in their own unique ways, whispers of farewell from the trees, gentle touches from the nymphs, and mischievous pranks from the sprites, their way of bidding her a playful adieu. Eleonora embraced each farewell with tenderness, her heart aching with the weight of parting from the magical realm she had come to love. She knew, however, that her time there had served its purpose. The forest was now teeming with life, and the melodies that flowed through it would endure for eternity. Turning her attention to Willow, the talking tree who had guided her on her journey, Eleonora smiled through tear-filled eyes. "Willow, you have been a true friend and guide, sharing your wisdom and melodies with me. I am forever grateful for your presence in my life." Willow's branches swayed gently, his voice filled with warmth. "Eleonora, you have awakened the forest from its slumber and brought back the rhythm that was lost. You will always have a place within the harmonious melodies of our realm. Farewell, dear guardian, and may your rhythmic spirit continue to guide you on new journeys." With a final glance at the enchanted forest and the companions she had come to cherish, Eleonora took a step forward, her rhythm aligned with the path that awaited her beyond the realm. The forest whispered its gratitude, its melodies wrapping around her like a comforting embrace, a reminder of the magical bond they shared. As Eleonora stepped outside the threshold of the enchanted realm, the melodies faded into the distance, replaced by the familiar sounds of the world she had temporarily left behind. The rhythmic spirit within her continued to beat in time with the memories of the forest, its melodies forever etched in her soul. With a renewed sense of purpose and the harmonious memories of the enchanted forest as her guide, Eleonora embarked on a new chapter of her life, carrying the lessons of rhythm, harmony, and the enduring power of the human spirit. And as she journeyed beyond the boundaries of the magical realm, the forest continued to thrive, its melodies resonating through time, a testament to the guardian who had saved it from abandonment and restored its rhythmic spirit. Though physically separated, Eleonora knew that the bond she had forged with the enchanted forest would forever remain. The memories, the melodies, and the enchantment would forever be a part of her, inspiring her in moments of doubt and reminding her of the harmonious beauty that could be found when one listened closely to the rhythms of the world. And so, Eleonora walked onward, her rhythmic footsteps echoing through her journey, forever grateful for the time she had spent as the guardian of the enchanted forest and forever connected to the magical realm that had ignited her spirit and awakened her to the infinite power of rhythm. As Eleonora prepared to bid farewell to the enchanted forest, the creatures that called it home gathered around her, their eyes filled with gratitude and admiration. From the mischievous sprites to the wise old trees, each being expressed their heartfelt appreciation for the guardian who had restored their realm. The mischievous sprites, known for their playful nature, approached Eleonora with mischievous grins on their faces. They danced around her, leaving trails of sparkling pixie dust in their wake. "Dear Eleonora," they chimed in unison, "your bravery and determination have breathed life into our forest once more. Your rhythmic spirit has brought joy back into our lives. We will forever cherish the memories we have shared and the melodies we have created together." The wise old trees, their branches swaying in reverence, spoke with voices that carried the weight of ancient wisdom. "Eleonora, guardian of the forest, your strength and resilience have reminded us of the power that lies within our melodies. Through your unwavering determination, you have brought harmony to our realm. May your rhythmic footsteps guide you on new adventures, and may the wisdom of the forest always guide your path." The graceful nymphs, their ethereal beauty shining, stepped forward with gentle smiles on their faces. Their voices flowed like soft melodies as they spoke in unison. "Eleonora, your presence has touched our hearts, awakening the rhythm that slumbered within us. Your courage has inspired us to embrace the melodies of life and dance with joy. Though you leave our realm, your spirit will forever resonate in our harmonious dances." Even the creatures that could not speak in words conveyed their appreciation. Majestic deer approached Eleonora, their eyes reflecting a mix of awe and gratitude. They bowed their antlered heads, their movements a silent testament to their reverence. Butterflies fluttered around her, their delicate wings painting a colorful display, an expression of thanks through their graceful dance. Eleonora stood amidst the creatures, her heart overflowing with emotion. "It has been an honor to stand as the guardian of this enchanting realm," she said, her voice filled with warmth. "The strength and resilience you have shown during our journey have touched my soul. You have taught me the true meaning of unity and the power of rhythmic harmony." She looked into the eyes of each being, her gaze reflecting the bond they had forged through their shared melodies. "Remember," she continued, "the magic and harmony of this forest reside within each of you. Embrace the rhythms that flow through your veins, and let them guide you towards a future filled with joy, unity, and harmony." The creatures nodded, their eyes shining with a renewed sense of purpose. They understood that the harmonious melodies of the forest were a gift that they must protect and nurture. Eleonora had reminded them of the strength that lay within their own rhythmic spirits. As the creatures bid their final farewells, Eleonora felt a deep sense of gratitude. The enchanted realm had changed her, shaped her, and filled her with an unwavering belief in the power of rhythm. She knew that her departure marked not an end, but a new beginning, for her, for the forest, and for the rhythms that would forever intertwine their destinies. With a final glance at her magical friends, Eleonora took a step away from the enchanted realm. The creatures watched her go, their expressions a mix of sadness and pride. And as she walked away, the forest whispered its melodies of gratitude, its harmonious spirit forever entwined with her own. Eleonora carried their appreciation within her heart, a rhythmic symphony that echoed through her every step. She would forever cherish the memories, the lessons, and the friendships she had forged in the enchanted forest. And wherever her future adventures would lead her, the harmonious melodies of the realm would continue to guide her, reminding her of the transformative power of bravery, determination, and the rhythmic spirit that resided within her. And so, with the creature's expressions of gratitude lingering in her thoughts, Eleonora embarked on her new journey, forever grateful for the time she had spent as the guardian of the enchanted forest and forever connected to the harmonious spirit that would forever be a part of her rhythmic soul. As Eleonora stepped away from the enchanted realm and re-entered the outside world, she carried with her the melodies, magic, and lessons of her rhythmic journey. The forest's harmonious spirit resonated within her, forever changing the way she perceived the world around her. The world outside seemed different now, vibrant and alive, with a symphony of everyday rhythms that she had never noticed before. The chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves in the wind, the patter of raindrops, all became part of the intricate tapestry of rhythms that played in her heart. Eleonora's perception of life had been transformed by her time in the enchanted forest. She saw the beauty in the simple melodies of everyday existence, the power of unity in the synchronized movements of a bustling city, and the hidden harmonies in the diverse cultures and people she encountered. Her journey had gifted her with a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, and she approached every encounter and experience with a renewed sense of wonder. The lessons she had learned, bravery, determination, unity, guided her steps as she continued her own personal melody in the outside world. Eleonora carried the forest's magic within her, becoming an ambassador of harmony wherever she went. Through her actions and the melodies that flowed through her words, she sought to inspire others to embrace the power of rhythm and to find their own unique harmony within the world. People were drawn to Eleonora's presence, sensing the harmonious energy that radiated from her being. They were captivated by her stories, her contagious laughter, and her ability to see the beauty in the simplest of moments. Through her tales of the enchanted forest, she shared the transformative power of rhythm, planting seeds of inspiration in the hearts of those she encountered. Her journey also awakened a desire within her to create music, a reflection of the rhythmic symphony that had guided her throughout her adventures. Eleonora embraced her talents as a musician, composing melodies that resonated with the harmony of the enchanted forest and the rhythms of life itself. Through her music, Eleonora sought to heal hearts, bring joy, and foster a sense of unity among people from different backgrounds. Her compositions echoed the vibrant melodies of the forest, reminding listeners of the beauty that lies within the tapestry of life's rhythms. In her encounters with others, Eleonora nurtured connections and fostered a sense of community. She believed that when individuals found their own rhythm, they could come together in a harmonious dance, creating a symphony of unity and understanding. As she embarked on her own journey of self-discovery, Eleonora remained connected to the enchanted forest that had shaped her. The memories, the melodies, and the friendships she had forged within its magical realm remained etched in her heart, reminding her of the transformative power of rhythm and the indelible mark it had left upon her soul. And so, Eleonora continued to walk her path, forever changed by her enchanting journey. She embraced the world around her with open arms, guided by the rhythms that echoed within her, forever seeking harmony, unity, and the melodies that would forever connect her to the magic of the enchanted forest she held dear. As Eleonora settled back into the outside world, she felt a deep longing to share her enchanting experiences and the tales of the abandoned forest that had forever changed her. Recognizing the power of storytelling, she decided to channel her passion and create a platform where she could inspire others to seek their own magical adventures. Whispered Whimsies, her channel, became a haven for those seeking a touch of enchantment in their lives. Eleonora shared her captivating stories, weaving them with the melodies of her music and the rhythmic cadence of her voice. Her gentle whispers brought the magic of the enchanted forest to life, inviting viewers to immerse themselves in the realm of rhythmic harmony. Through her channel, Eleonora encouraged her audience to embrace their inner adventurers, urging them to listen closely to the rhythms that surrounded them. She inspired them to seek their own hidden realms, where they could discover the magic that lay dormant within their souls. Each video on Whispered Whimsies carried a message of hope, unity, and the transformative power of rhythm. Eleonora shared the lessons she had learned, emphasizing the importance of bravery, determination, and embracing the beauty of life's harmonies. Her words resonated with her viewers, leaving them inspired to embark on their own whimsical journeys. Eleonora's channel became a sanctuary for dreamers and seekers of enchantment. Viewers from all walks of life found solace in her tales, finding comfort and inspiration in the rhythmic melodies that threaded through each video. They shared their own experiences, recounting their encounters with magic and the profound impact it had on their lives. The community that formed around Whispered Whimsies became a network of kindred spirits, bonded by their shared love for the enchanting and the rhythmic. They exchanged stories, artwork, and even collaborated on creative projects that celebrated the beauty of rhythm in all its forms. Eleonora's channel grew, reaching more hearts and inspiring countless others to listen closely to the melodies that echoed around them. Her videos were like whispered invitations to explore the magic of the everyday, to find beauty in the simplest moments, and to dance to the rhythms of their own lives. Through Whispered Whimsies, Eleonora became a guiding light for those seeking a touch of wonder and enchantment in their lives. Her melodic voice and captivating storytelling sparked the imaginations of her viewers, igniting a sense of childlike wonder that had long been forgotten. She encouraged her audience to seek out the abandoned forests within their own lives, to embrace the unknown, to follow their passions, and to dance to the melodies that resonated within their hearts. Her gentle whispers reminded them that magic could be found in the most unexpected places, waiting to be discovered by those with open hearts and a listening ear. Eleonora's impact extended beyond the digital realm. She organized events and gatherings where her community could come together, sharing their own tales of whimsy and fostering connections that transcended the boundaries of screens and devices. As Whispered Whimsies continued to grow, Eleonora remained true to her mission, to inspire others to embrace the enchantment that lay hidden within themselves and their surroundings. Her rhythmic spirit, nurtured by the abandoned forest and fueled by the support of her community, became a guiding light for those who dared to believe in the magic of everyday life. And so, through her channel, Eleonora's enchanting melodies and whispered tales wove their way into the hearts of her viewers, inspiring them to seek their own magical adventures, danced to the rhythm of their souls, and embraced the extraordinary in the ordinary. In the realm of whispered whimsies, the abandoned forest thrived, forever leaving an indelible mark on the souls of those who listened closely and allowed themselves to be enchanted.